Hi, this is Jim Profit with Access Home. This is a follow-up video to the adult family home ramp that we built here in the Spokane Valley, where the city required us to have a level landing pad in order for this to pass the adult family home inspection. So with me holding the phone right now is Jennifer Taylor. I'm going to have her introduce herself in a minute, but I'm going to take the phone from her and just kind of show what we have built. And you can see the slope and the steepness of the base reading at 18.3% on this end, and we have 11.6. So basically, to get this hump, we had to really, to make this level, we had to really create a hump. So Jennifer, tell us a little bit about your background and why this is a concern to you.
So I have done in-home care for the last 27 years in Spokane and other states. This is a challenge. The change for the slope on either side is going to be a challenge for a caregiver, for a resident, even a 150-pound woman pushing a 220-pound man in a wheelchair up a slope that degree is a safety issue, and coming down might be more of a safety issue if you can't control that wheelchair. So by trying to eliminate a safety issue, it basically generated two other safety concerns as far as how I could safely get a resident in and out of the home.
Now, you've been in a lot of homes that have had ramps that have landed on sloped driveways. So in your opinion, is those, like when you already have a sloped driveway and you're coming onto a ramp that's sloped, having a smoother transition, what do you think is the safest way to do it?
I believe without this hump of concrete, because before this was built, I would have literally made sure I brought the client perpendicular to the ramp and just turned and went straight up the ramp. I wouldn't have tried to go at the ramp in a diagonal way. So it would have been flat for me as a caregiver to know that that's how I need to get them onto a ramp.
And you're already standing on a cross slope on the driveway, so then you just naturally have that same cross slope that eventually fades away to nothing as you go up the ramp.
Absolutely.
As opposed to now the ramp is flat, but you have this massive hump of concrete to get up and over. So like I said, the purpose of this isn't necessarily to bash code, it's to interpret when the IRC does not have the specifications for cross slope. Is that an accurate interpretation to say, no, there's an understanding that driveways slope, the natural ground slopes, and in a home residence, you need to work with what you have and not try to apply a commercial code that has cross slope and that has a landing requirement in a residential application. So thanks again. We're just trying to interpret this to apply to families. And if we look down, in the home that we're in, you go down the sidewalk, you have dozens of homes, of literally not thousands of homes across the city that have a sloped driveway that they'd be landing on. So the interpretation of this rule is significant for any family that needs to do a wheelchair ramp and has a sloped driveway.